Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Wednesday the 24th of March 2021. Thanks for joining me. I just got this in the post from Heather Stargazer. Thank you so much, Heather. It feels like a deck of tarot cards. I haven't opened this yet, but I'm pretty sure that's what's inside. So let's have a look at what's in this little package here and what cards I'm going to be using today. So we've got a surprise reading today. Thank you, Heather. I really appreciate it. You don't have to support me and send me anything, but you do anyway, and I really appreciate it. So we've got the Tarot Gazing deck, Images Seeking Your Eye, by Heather Stargazer. Okay, so Heather, this is your deck. Congrats. Tarot Gazing deck. Okay. And you've also sent me a card along with your gift. So thank you so much. Let's have a look at what the cards want you guys to know about Wednesday the 24th. Oh, well packaged. Right. Let's have a little look. Okay, beautiful. Wow. Look at these cards. Very romantic. Okay, I'm going to shuffle them a few times just to get the cards going a little bit. Knock on them the way I just did if you want to clear energies, or if you want to tap them, or whatever you want to do with them. It's just a way of you connecting with a new deck of cards and getting a sense of what they want to say. So let's have a look. Going as fast as I can here. My shuffling skills. I should really take a course. You know, like the blackjack dealers at the casino? I think I should take a course in that. And then I could do all the fancy stuff. Great work. Okay, that didn't work so well. I need some more practice with that. Shuffling technique. Okay, I think we're almost there. One more time? Okay, one more time. So we have got the King of Swords. We've got the Thinker there by, oh God, I'm so educated, by Rodin, I think. I saw the Thinker in Paris when I was there. Then we have the Ten of Coins and the Hierophant. Okay. So, the King of Swords is a court card. It's an energy that's with you on this day, or it comes into your life via another person, a circumstance, or a thing. The King of Swords is in the element of air. It has to do with your thoughts, your ideas, thinking. And the King of Swords is really responsible for making the choices that are going to affect everybody else. So, he has a lot of power. He is very influential. And whatever he says goes. What he decides is done. So he's really in charge. He sets the tone. He sets the status quo. And he's not interested in feelings and potential. He's thinking in facts, what's happening right now. He's very interested in himself. Obviously, he's wearing a crown because he's the king. But he's sitting there. We've got this whole realm around him. We've got the castle in the back, the throne, and he's totally disjointed. He's all on his own. There's this real sense of isolation here. He's got this huge sword, so his thoughts really affect change. He can weaponize his thoughts and really get them to cut and to sever certain ties and to bring things together. And with the King of Swords, the sense I'm getting is that he is very detached from his feelings, and he's very insular. He's very much in himself, and he's trying to figure things out, and he's deep in thought, and he's trying to come to some sort of a decision, but he's only basing that on his own ideas. He's got very little faith. He's looking at his experience, the facts and figures. He doesn't let his intuition in. He doesn't let the watery side, the spiritual side, guide him, because the thing is, when you make a decision based on facts and figures and logic, of course that's great, right? I mean, that's what you're learning, and that's your experience and your skills and all of that. But your intuition, your sixth sense, is really this invaluable tool. And if you allow that into the process of making decisions, you're going to make much better decisions because you're letting your higher self guide you. It's not just what the world says or what the evidence is or what they've done for the last 20 years, so we've got to keep doing it. So you're very connected to your own ideas, you're thinking, you're somewhat disconnected from other people, and it may even come across in the sense that other people may seem a little cold or a little distant. So if that happens, I would not confront that. It's a temporary energy. And this kind of energy, if you confront the King of Swords and you say, hey buddy, why are you sitting there with your head in your hand? How about doing some work? Signing some legislation, passing some laws, get on with it, buddy. He's not going to appreciate that because he's the king. You don't tell him what to do. So thoughts and decisions and reasons are the be-all and end-all, or they seem that way anyway. So deliberately get in touch with your feelings to integrate both parts of those two parts of yourself, and to really make the most of the day. Because whenever you subtract something that's really important, you struggle a bit more. Next, we've got the Ten of Coins. The Ten of Coins is a card that says, all of your worldly hopes and dreams come true. Love with a partner, travel, great wealth, the feeling of having a best friend in a pet, being part of a community, a road that leads somewhere to the future. There's hope. So this is really a card that says that anything in the world is within your reach. All you need to do, with the lady with the telescope there, is look to set your sights on what it is you want to do in a practical sense. And then you have the capacity to row your own boat to get there. So these two elements work very nicely together. Coins is earth, pentacles, and swords is air. Air is masculine, earth is feminine. The feminine is adaptable and you can make changes. Swords is masculine and it's very, in astrology you would say it's one of the cardinal signs. It's one of the energies that's all about taking the initiative, being a pioneer, being the boss, being the king, being in charge and ruling over yourself and others. So even if you don't spend 5, 10 minutes or an hour or 2 hours meditating in the morning to get in touch with your feelings, you're really in an exceptional place where you see things very clearly and you can make good decisions. Just be careful that the decisions aren't just based on logic, that you consider other people, your own future, that you deliberately add some warmth into your life and some positivity towards those around you. You are not an island. You're part of a whole, and using your intellect to change your practical circumstances is the way forward. Cutting other people out and thinking, I'm on my own, no one's going to help me, I need to do this solo, that's not the best way forward. Because then you're not delegating, you're not asking for help, you're doing all the work yourself, and you really don't need to today. So set your sights on what it is you love and pursue it. Finally, the Hierophant is the 5th card in the major arcana. The Hierophant is about community, feeling like you belong, structure. Here we've got 3 people kind of intertwined in some sort of battle that also seems quite passionate, and, well, it's certainly about physical strength, the body, violence. Wow, in the Hierophant, that's interesting. Violence, because he's covering his face, look, to prevent himself from being hurt. And she doesn't look like she's there willingly, and she's being tormented there. And the thing I'm getting from this card is that there's a sense with the Hierophant in this card that other people have power over you, to force you to do things, to force you to align yourself, to believe, to shut your mouth, to say what other people are saying, to conform, and to just stop thinking for yourself, basically. So all 3 cards together then say, use your own ideas to get ahead in life. Other people, because if you don't, you'll be at the mercy of other people who are asserting their will, and they'll rope you into doing what it is they want you to do. and you miss this opportunity. Some people don't do very well when others come across as cold. So if someone is really, like you're talking to someone on the phone and you have a great time, and then 2 days later you speak again, and suddenly the other person has turned to ice. Some people will say, oh, well, she must have lost interest or something has happened, nothing to do with me, bye. Other people will say, oh, they've gone cold. This must be my fault. I have to work harder. I have to exert myself more to get these people back on board. And the latter is not good, especially on this day, because people aren't thinking particularly about you. They're thinking about their own things and how to get ahead in life. And if you come across someone in the middle of that process, it's the same as interrupting the King of Swords while he's thinking. If you're interrupting someone in that process, and you say, well, this must be about me, otherwise they wouldn't have turned to ice, so I must give them all my attention and love and be there for them, then you're not setting your own sights on your own goals, you're setting your sights on other people. And today, other people have their own agendas, and if you don't have your own will, your own agenda, your own plan, other people will pull you into their schemes and their designs and get you to work for them. And you don't want to be doing that today because you have a great opportunity to get what it is you want. So that's very interesting. The Hierophant is a great card because it can represent so many things. It can represent the sense of belonging in a religious community. It can represent the rules, society, you need to believe. And here it's been adapted very, very well into something that imposes itself on you and forces you to do things that you don't want, and it robs you of your identity. And this is all about rediscovering your identity. If you want to do it 100%, then listen to your feelings and your thoughts and take action. You're not a sheep. You're not here to please other people. It's your life, and whether it's Christianity or Islam or Judaism or whatever, if they're telling you that your existence is less than because you are a certain way and you have to behave yourself and alter your behavior, then throw it out the window. Because we've all heard that before, right? Sorry, I was born this way. I am who I am. If you don't like it, take it up with God. He made me like this. Don't give me all the rules and tell me what an abomination I am. Sorry, I'm being triggered by religion. You can tell I've heard these things before. You know, so don't tell me I'm an abomination. Talk to God and say, hey, why did you create this person who's absolutely hideous? It's not my problem. So your power, you're not at the mercy of other people. You really are not. King of Swords is a 1, 10, and 1 is 11. And the Hierophant is the 5th card in the Major Arcana. So that's 16. 1 and 6 is 7, and 7 is the mind and creativity, and you certainly are in that zone. So not only are you able to use your mind to change your life, you're also able to think creatively to get there, and you're able to produce creative content. Wow, so lots to do today. Certainly aren't going to be twiddling your thumbs. A lot going on. So it looks like a great day. Have a wonderful Wednesday. If you would like a personal reading with me, then please get in touch via my website, gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on Book Your Reading to audio reading with me. In my personal readings, I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology, and I combine all three to read you as an individual. And the astrology chart is amazing because it really just shows me everything. Your life purpose, travel, the way you think, spiritual development, your intuition, community, friendship, relationship, work, institutions, colleagues. If you have any questions about where you're going in your life, what your strengths and weaknesses are, and how you can kind of build on those rather than resist them, then please do get in touch with me for a personal reading via the website. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. And again, Heather, thank you so much for sending me your deck. I really appreciate it. And yeah, it's very, very humbling for me to receive something in the post that is as a result of what I love to do. And someone out there, Heather, has watched my videos and has sent me her deck. And it doesn't get much better than that. When you're doing something you love and someone creates a new deck and they send it to you free of charge just to use. I mean, thank you, Heather. I am very, very grateful. Have a fabulous day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.